Got up. Hey, what's up, LD? Pete, LD, how's it going, guys? I screwed up the first one. I always do. Hey, look, Gandalf. Gandalf's right there, and I just saw Ginger was in the seat, and I have to share it with her because she's a meanie. Shaggy girl, what's up? Shangy girl, excuse me. How you guys doing tonight? All right. Well, I got some news. Some of those space mining companies that I've been looking at, they started, 2009, 2010, 12, somewhere around there. And what's up, Ghost in Plain Sight? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much, Pete. They've already been acquired by other companies. And that's actually a good sign, because anytime you start a company and it sounds like a crazy idea, like space mining, and you start it up, and then another company comes along and buys you out, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. So I'm going to flip screens right now and give you guys a little information throughout on a couple of different companies. This company here, let's see who they are. Damn, I already forgot who you guys are. Okay, well, we'll skip them because I forgot about who they are. All right, now let's look at Deep Space Industries. That was one that I told you guys about on the last live stream. Deep Space Industries, or DSI, was an American privately held company operated in the space technologies and space exploration sector. It was acquired January 1st, 2019 by Bradford Space. So Bradford Space seems to be doing a lot of acquisitions to, hey, what's up, Homer? Bradford Space seems to be acquiring other space technology and mining companies before it gets too big. So it would seem, what's up, Emerald? It would seem that Bradford, what was that? Bradford, Space, who has already acquired one other space mining technology company, is one that you might want to look into. It's called Bradford Space. And then let's see here. Planetary Resources was formerly known as Arcade Astronomics. It was an American company that was formed on January 1st, 2009, and recognized and renamed in 2012. Its stated goal: expand Earth's natural resource base. See that right there, without going any further, we can talk about that, expanding the resource base of Earth. We all are loving silver. Most everyone here in the chat, I see you guys are on all the silver shows, and that's cool. We all love silver. It's getting depleted. Price is going to have to go up for us to be able to do recycling. Next step after recycling is we need to find more somewhere else. So, and along with platinum too, but I won't delve too deeply into that. But oh, where the hell am I here? There it is. Expand Earth's natural resources is the goal of the Planetary Resources company. By developing and deploying technologies for asteroid mining, following financial troubles caused by the delayed investment, it was announced on October 31st, 2018, that the company's human assets were purchased by the blockchain, very interesting, the blockchain software technology company Consens Systems on May 20th. CONSEN Systems made all Planetary Resources intellectual property available to the public domain, and in June 2020, all the remaining hardware assets were auctioned off. So it looks like Planetary Resources was consumed by a blockchain company. I find that very interesting, that a crypto company would be buying into space mining. Laren Directo, how's it going? I appreciate you. Appreciate actually Shangy Girl sending you here. I appreciate all you guys being here. But yeah, those are two companies that have been bought by other companies, and one was a blockchain company. So blockchain is getting into purchasing. Blockchain companies are getting into purchasing space mining companies. So that lets you know that someone else thinks there's a future in it as well. Not just Neil. And let's go for the last company. Let's see here. Astro Biotech Technology is a privately held company. Well, damn it, son, you can't invest in privately held companies, can you? So obviously there's a lot of rich people out there that are going and having their own companies do the space mining. And they're publicly, hey, Mickey and John, the space mining companies that are out there now are being purchased by other, hey Gerald, other companies from other sectors, like blockchain companies are buying up some. So it definitely has some validity to it. So you can't say I'm a nut when I start talking about space mining, because even crypto people's companies are buying up space mining companies. Hey, Nickel, we're talking about my cat's attacking the window, and space mining and blockchain tech companies buying up space mining companies, and other companies consolidating and buying up and making the market smaller. There's like half of them are privately held companies that you can't invest in, half of them you can. So the list went from 7 companies down to 3 that you can invest in. That is a good sign, though, because keeping so many companies private means those people want to be trillionaires. There's a lot of good money in the next resource area for Earth, which is the moon and asteroids. Hey, Dave. Yeah, I don't have too many females here. We talk about platinum crazy stuff like space mining and other crazy things. But hey, sign of the times. Things are crazy, so let's just join in and have a party with crazy. Yeah, this is future, Gerald. NASA put out a statement they will be actively mining the moon by 2032. So we should see space flights going to the moon, dropping crap off to start building things to make that a possibility probably by 2027, 2028. But the logistics and everything will start way before that. It already has. And that is the best time to invest. If you want to be Warren Buffett, everyone's talking about, hey, I buy silver and gold for wealth preservation for my family. Okay, well, buy into a stock that in 10 years is going to make you more money than any PM. There's a couple of them out there, space mining companies. They are the future of mining after 2030. A lot of mining is going to be done in space. So, no, it will not make your platinum worthless. It'll make your platinum worth more, because if you look at Kitco, 2 days ago, put out something saying by 2030, China is going to be buying 2.5 million ounces of platinum. And you're like, okay, cool, whatever. It's no big deal. Well, yeah, it is a big deal, because we don't have 2.5 million extra ounces of platinum lying around on this planet. All the platinum mined every year is consumed yearly. They want an extra 2.5 million. Hold on. I didn't go to business school in economics or any of that stuff, but isn't there a supply and curve demand that states something about that's the price? So supplies like this, demands like this. Actually, let me do that. Supply is going down, demand is going up. So, that area there, the sweet spot, that's where the price is, and the price is going to go up, because if you need 2.5 million ounces of a resource that you don't have, you're going to spend more money to get it. Just like people who were selling American Eagles and getting $20 over premium for it and getting it because people wanted them. That's a perfect example of the supply and demand curve. And it just happened before our eyes the past couple months. So it will happen. I'm voguing. What's that? I'm out of touch with the... Keep up with my channel. It's not crazy at all. NASA and SpaceX signed a contract back in... Oh, shit. It was mid-teens. But they actually launched a rocket in, I think, 2019 to go land a beacon on an asteroid. And that beacon, once landed on that asteroid, according to the laws of space laws that all of the world's agreed to, not the 1967 Moon Accord, but they came up with some other accords in 2019 that states how you can own asteroids. And all you have to do... What's up, Welchco Services? That's a tongue twister. So they've already made laws on how to own it. We've already launched 2019, said it takes 7 years to get there. You figure out how long it's going to be. And that's where I said in the Liberty and Finance, there is another way to consume a $200 trillion debt. Because if you know about leverage, well, obviously you do, because we only have 15 trillion and we leveraged it to 20 or 200 trillion. So leverage is a thing. If you don't have it, you can leverage it. Well, if we land on that asteroid and all the laws are followed that are already on the books, we will own a couple $100 quadrillion in resources, and we can leverage those, and that'll pay off the national debt. That's one pathway. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying I'm seeing a pathway for it to happen. I see a pathway for BRICS to grab a hold of the price of platinum as well, because only BRICS companies seem to want it and mine it. Well, they do. They're the only one. Well, not the only ones, but they mine the majority of platinum, the BRICS countries, South Africa and Russia. 80, 90, 95% of platinum they mine. We use most of it. China's fixing to. China's a BRICS nation. You guys think BRICS is going to succeed and do this trade thing? Sweetest thing they could do is cut us off of platinum, because then we don't get a price. They're a commodity. Oh, hell, that would help them out and fuck us. That's a pathway they can take that no one talks about either. And it's actually more reasonable than these other pathways people are talking about, because they own the resource and we price it and they want us to stop. So the best way to do that is take it away from us. Reprice it yourself. You own it. That's very feasible, doable. Ownership's 90%. If you have it, you own it. They have it. We price it. They want to fuck us. They can take control and price it themselves. Very logical way for them to screw the American dollar. There's lots of logical pathways. It's which one they're going to take. I'm just pointing out pathways that are out there and things and moves that I see companies making to validate what I see in that pathway that I see. I'm not saying it's going to happen. Companies throw billions of dollars at things all the time and they fail, go bankrupt, never hear from them again. Just because they're throwing money at it doesn't mean it's going to work. But what on this in particular instance, if it doesn't work, the whole world's screwed because we'll have no silver or platinum. That means no computers, no technology. We're going back to the Stone Ages, baby. So 1940s all over again. And we have the technology to get out there. And there are companies out there going for it. And there are bigger companies out there acquiring the smaller companies. And all these, if you know anything about business, is common business practice for a new industry. Look at the auto industry. When Ford started the Model T, how many hundreds of car companies there were out there. Here's a better example. After World War II, look at the trucking industry. There was so many deuce and a halves after World War II. Everyone's brother, mother, sister were buying them discount cheap and starting small trucking companies, and they got assimilated. Now we have the big trucking companies. It's a common business practice, and that is happening in the space mining industry, which tells me that's an indicator that it's going to go forward because it's following traditional practices of business that succeed on this planet. Okay, let me catch up with chat. I'll get off my rant here. Dave's here, Neil as well. Oh, okay. Voguing. Okay. Yeah, I thought the only time I heard that Emerald is from what's her name song, Let's Vogue or something like that. I was never a big fan. Right on, Ghost and Play site. You have yourself a bathroom hall pass for 5 minutes, brother. After that, you got to buy everyone a drink. Strike a push. Madonna, yeah, that's her. That's the one. Have you seen her lately, by the way? Man, she has aged not well. Drugs and alcohol catch up to you. Yes, the release of technologies that are coming forward in the next, by 2030. Again, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I see a pathway to you'll own nothing and be happy because of new technologies. There is a pathway for that to happen, and you still enjoy those technologies, not actually own them because it'll be too expensive. So it'll be like, you have to lease it or something like that because it'll be too damn expensive to own. But, Homer talk. No, we do not send illegals to do that kind of work. I want that money. And I want to stand behind that joystick. This one here. Hold on. Where's my joystick? I have an Atari joystick around here somewhere. Yeah, because they're going to be doing it with robots, bro. Ain't going to be no humans. It's going to be remote. It's just going to be like drones in outer space kind of mining. I'm sure you'll need some humans up there, but not that many. More of the humans be down here running technical support on the robotics and the communication systems and just like the space satellites and how they change orbits and shit like that. We're advancing those technologies. Hell, now they're saying a pilot, and this is gonna this is gonna keep America great for a long time. You can be in an F-22 fighter pilot, and they've got drones now. That F-22 fighter pilot can have 6 drones flying around him. Not these small little fuckers. I'm talking about 20-foot big missile shooting drones that he can use as his wingmen. And there's no humans in them. So you got 6 chances. It's like a cat with 9 lives. You got 7 if you have 6 drones running with you. How the hell can they shoot you down? It'll be so expensive to shoot down one, and harder than hell to shoot down one of our fucking F-22s than ever before in history. I don't care what kind of defense system you have. So, a lot of cool shit's coming out with remote controls, and they'll be using that type of technology and robotics to mine asteroids and stuff like that. Way too unsafe. Japan landed, and actually this November, it's going to be a capsule coming down from the Japanese satellite that landed on an asteroid. And I saw the video, and Gandalf's climbing up on my leg. And I saw the video, and the asteroid landing. Look at that. You're on TV. No, you're not on the computer. You're on TV. There's a big difference, big guy. And the asteroid, I saw it landing, and they found out the composition of the asteroids isn't as tight as they thought. Because when the Japanese satellite landed on the asteroid, it was going to shoot down this little spike, make a little hole, grab some samples. And when it did that, it shattered 1/3 of the asteroid because it's so loosely put together. So they did discover something, but they still got their little samples and they're sending it back. It's landing in November somewhere in the Pacific. It was a Japanese satellite that went up there and did that. They're also the ones who invented the beacon that's going to be used to determine ownership of the said asteroids. Okay, let's give me what other topic. No, aliens won't mine Moscow. Real aliens will not be mining. No, illegal aliens will not be mining. It's going to be robotics. Logistics of the maintenance actually is only going to be an issue if we don't have a satellite system or a moon-based gas station. Refuels rockets, does repairs, refines all the ores, sends them back to Earth. It's in the cards. I mean, if you're going to evolve a whole economic system, you got to have the whole economic system. And that repairs is going to be part of that. So I'm sure it's already in the works. And if not in the works, good place to invest. I didn't say hemorrhoids, Thomas, too. Yes, they will. They'll aid big time, Gerald. A lot, along with remote surgeries. Robotics and AI will help with remote surgeries where one doctor can do 6 surgeries around the world in one day. I think Madonna has been out for a while, Mickey. Callie Moore, what's up, girl? Thank you for joining us. Hey, you guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe and share and be kind, helpful, and grateful and buy some silver and some platinum. I had to get it out, sorry. Damn, I thought you were trying to throw me some money there, Callie. Thomas, too, you have a fucking crush on Madonna to this day. What's up, Jake? Emerald Coast. No, it would not be fun, Gerald or Homer, especially if you're the person on the surgery table. I see you, Jakey, the pizza guy. Everyone, I am trying to get Jake to build a pizza oven. So when shit hits the fan, he can sell people pizzas and make money, make silver for pizza. And he tells me he would eat them all. And I believe him. Finn, what's up? Sorry about that, man. Finn was the first person on the last live stream that went haywire on me and I had to restart. Thank you for coming and visiting me here, Finn. Thank you very much, sir. Anyone want to say hi to Gandalf? He seems to be wanting some attention. Gandalf, are you sleeping? See, he's blending in. He's camoed with my shirt, my sweater. Well, Jake, when shit hits the fan, I'll build a pizza oven. You just bring 365 ounces of pizza, and I will sell you a pizza a day. Yes, this is Emerald Coast. This is the Thou Shall Not Pass kitty cat. As you can see, he hops up on my lap. Ginger, I don't know if you can see her. She's behind me. Gandalf's in front of me. Gandalf has to be in front of me. It's like he throws himself up in front. Hey, Jake, man, I got Ginger back here if your kitty cat's interested. She's sleeping right now, though. She doesn't have on her makeup. JM, yes, Gandalf is sleeping right now. I'll tell him you said hello. And yes, Emerald, this is the kitty cat that sits in front of the door and complains and tells me I cannot pass when I want to go outside. But he's a sweetheart. Mm-hmm. So I basically gave my spiel about the space mining industry and how they're already consolidating companies, which is a typical flow of business, just like any other business that's around today, from the auto industry, trucking industry, everything else, fishing industry. Start out with a lot, end up with a few, because they all get bought out. But that's the perfect time to invest. Ground floor opportunity. If you guys want to be the next Warren Buffett, space mining is where you want to invest. And don't fool yourself and think you're going to be rich in 2 days. And don't think crypto is going to get you rich in 2 days. I mean, I have not heard one crypto billionaire run in his mouth about how much money he made off of Bitcoin last turning. In fact, I haven't heard any of them. So it's, I have heard Warren Buffett, and he's been around for 50 years, it seems like, making money. So, following his approach, get in early. That's why I'm talking about the space mining, because I see a pathway right now to get in early. Long-term investment should be very good returns. You got to do your own research. I'm not an expert at crap. I'm an expert at talking crap, but I'm not an expert at anything else. In which case, Ghost in Plain Sight, do a lot of research on space mining, dude. Buy some stocks, and when your kids in 20 years, they'll be like, "What are these? Holy shit! They're worth $100,000 each, and there's 1,000 of them." And of course, it's going to be like Social Security check. I don't know how much all that money will buy, because there's going to be like $10,000 a gallon of milk, but at least they'll be able to afford a gallon of milk. Yeah, that's right. And the reason why I told you to back up the truck on BTC is because there is no BTC. It's air. Jake, you'll be backing up forever. Yeah, Ghost in Plain Sight. I'm very logical in that thought process as well. It's the younger crowd that likes the money now, so they can spend it and be broke when they're our age. And we were like, let's leave something for the kids because they're going to be stupid. I'm sorry to hear that, Thomas or Homer. You've only lost 50%. Finding Kino, my boy, is always posting my fucking link on several different chats. Thank you very much for that, and glad to see you here, Finding Kino. And you guys have the unique stature of saying you're on a page or a channel that has all the cool people in chat. Because everyone I'm seeing here are cool people from different chats. So all y'all are cool. So we got the cool crowd going. As the channel grows, there'll be a lot of not cool people in here, but we'll treat them like they're cool. Uh-oh. Again, I've heard something. Actually, I heard it too. Now, I'll tell you what. I personally don't like crypto, but there's... Ghost in Plain Sight. Leave a living trust that makes the decisions for them. This way you can be in control long after you're gone. Look into it. Kevin the Weed Man. Right on. Hey, whoa, ho, 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 ho. That reminded me, Kevin the Weed Man. I haven't taken a hit in a while. Man, I wish I could take you guys outside. I'll show you how to grow silver. Grow silver. I have 4 silver plants outside, about 5 foot tall, and they're not my tomatoes. They're not the ones you see in the video, and they're worth a hell of a lot more. Each one of those plants is going to get me eaten. Well, I'll have, I might be able to get 4 kilos of silver. But it's legal. I do not stress to anyone do anything illegal. It's legal for us to grow 6 out here in California. I'm only growing 5. Stay just underneath the limit. Hey, Jake, you missed it, man. Andy Sheckman was here, but I did live with him for about 5 minutes, and I said he had to go before you got here. That's right. I'm going to the Silver Symposium, and I will try and have Andy on my live stream just for Jake. Well, and for me, because I want to talk to him about Actually, I like his stance on platinum. He's honest. He doesn't know that much about it. And I love to be the one to inform him and give him all the facts and figures and blow his fucking mind like I've done everyone else that I talk to about platinum, who actually sit, listen, and then do their own research. And they come back and say, holy shit, Neil, you're right. There is a play to be made here in platinum that no one's talked about for, the past 2 years like you have. Nickel stacking. What's Andy think about platinum? He doesn't know enough about it to really comment. His company doesn't do enough business in it for them to really delve too deeply into it. So, that's an honest answer. How can you not respect an honest answer? You have to. So I have much respect for Andy for being honest. Not too many guys are honest. Like, in my opinion, Mr. Rule and Mr. Holter, who go out of their way to say unfactual things about platinum, which to a platinum person like myself, I'm listening to them going, who the fuck did you get this information from? A Cracker Jack box, dude? Did you do any research at all? But I'll talk to them too if they're at the Silver Symposium. I have changed people's minds before on platinum. I can do it again if they're intelligent enough to listen to facts. Right on, Kevin. If we can hook up on the phone, messenger on the phone thingy, where you can take pictures and send message to other people on your contacts and shit, I can send you pictures of mine. 2 years ago, I had a 16-footer. It's pretty bad. It was like 8 foot wide, 16 foot tall. It's fucking huge. He's a silver and gold man, Nickel. Yes, he is. Like I said, his company doesn't really sell platinum for them to be too interested in it, and that's a very honest answer. Yeah, John. I'm actually going to be creating a new style of marijuana from 2 types that I have. One of them's I got some Belizean breeze, and the other one's a seed that I've been crossbreeding for like a couple of years. I'm going to crop those 2 together and get some feminized seeds of a new strain. I don't know if it'll be good or not. I just like doing that kind of shit. Well, they say, what is Nickel's world? It's your world, Nickel stacking. It's the world of Nickel. So, well, for people to demand it and buy it, they have to know about it. And if no one talks about it, no one's going to know about it. That's why I'm screaming to the tops of the mountaintops about it. Salty Monkey. See, I told you all the cool people were here. How's it going, Salty? As Jake went off and made himself some nachos, there he is. See, if you guys are ever in Texas, East Texas, Jake makes some killer nachos. I think they're like a half a silver for a plateful. Trying to get you up some money, Jake. So that way when times hit you, when you're not making pizza, you can make nachos. I'm never getting off that one. Oh, salty. Cry me a river, brother. 30-year iron worker, bro. You're in Vallejo leaving Muir Island. As a matter of fact, everyone, Salty Monkey's probably fucking 400 yards that way across the Napa River on Muir Island. That's where he works. And he's got to drive up north. And actually, reverse commute. Yeah, no, it's going to be bitch going through. No, 7 o'clock, it shouldn't be that bad. Traffic shouldn't be that bad. He's got to run through Napa, I guess, because I don't think. Are you going to take 37? Goes across the bird reserve and water reserve there, Salty? Yeah, it's getting worse, Salty. I just found out my union, it's going to be a toll road, and right now they're deciding whether they're going to make it 2 lanes both ways or stacked, like the old Oakland Freeway was. But it's going to be a toll road, so that's not going to be good for you. It's by then it'll be $8 to just to travel on that road, and that'll landlock Vallejo because I won't be able to leave this town without having to pay money in toll to leave this town. Yes, they do, Kevin the Weedman. Another reason why I want to leave this place. They are sucking the life out of people, literally, financial life. It costs me if I want to go to San Francisco, it costs me $15, 2 bridge tolls. And it's a 70-mile round trip, so there's 4 gallons of gas. There's another $20. So just for me to go to San Francisco costs $35 just to drive there and back. Just to drive there and back. $35. People say, you guys make great money in California. We don't make that great because they take great money from us. Where's Coin Shop Chris? That's the Ding Dong King. Hey, if you guys, I'm a mod on Ron's Basement. This funny crap happened. Someone sent. I'm looking at Alabama because it's real close to where I grew up in America, in Florida and Pensacola. Looking right above that. Yes, he does. Yes, he does, Salty. Yes, Dave, you pay tolls to sit in traffic. It sucks ass. Yeah, but anyhow, back to there's a show, Ron's Basement, and there's this guy, he comes on, a friend of mine, Coin Shop Chris. We got this thing going where we call him Ding Dong, and someone sent him 3 boxes of Ding Dongs to Ron's house at Ron's Basement, and he did an unboxing today because they didn't know what was in it. And it was 3 boxes of Ding Dongs for Chris. It was funny. Callie Moore, you just don't know how insane England has been for a while. My mom lived there for the last 15 years of her life, passed away there last October 31st on Halloween 11 months ago. They pay a TV tax, a roof tax, a driving tax. I'm sure there's another kind of tax that asshole King will fucking throw at him too. Ding dong, dude. Exactly, Dave. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know you guys have your issues. I shouldn't have brought that up. That is my fault. I apologize. Yeah, I can't stand living in a city either. The town I live in now, I guess city, it's got 120,000 people. It's like, and we need to take, what is that? Take the decimal point one, make it like 12,000 people, and that would probably be more the size I'd like. Ooh, that sucks. Ghost in Plain Sight. That sucks bad. That's family first, Salty Monkey. Family first, brother. Definitely family first. And yeah, look around that whole southeast. There's a lot of industry around there. You gotta watch out for Memphis. Memphis is a little rough, and that's in West Tennessee. Unless you got an attack cat like Gandalf, he'll keep you safe. See, that's what I like about Alabama. Ghost in Plain Sight. You know, you can do it in the country there because they don't care. Every state's different. Finding chemos. Your question here. It is undervalued, and it's due to manipulation. And people have been brainwashed to accept certain foolish answers when asking questions about platinum, and they don't care enough to figure out. And that's the best mindset of a retail investor for people to have who want to make money on platinum, because you don't want people buying it. Because when the price jumps, everyone's going to want it because it's going to blow your mind. I mean, for the last 100 years, platinum in the past 87 of the last 100 years has been almost twice the price of gold. Back in around 2010-ish, that's when gold started to overtake platinum in price. And as far as charts go, for all you chart people, look at the chart. Tell me if that's not a big fucking anomaly. 87 years straight, platinum's worth more than gold. And then all of a sudden, boom, it flips. That was uncharted, never before charted. Now they're running charts on it like it's been going like that forever. So yeah, manipulation, big time manipulation. Yeah, exactly, John. Town's too big if you don't know everybody's name. I like those kind of towns. Yeah, I don't care for Daytona. I actually don't like the beaches because just because the natural disaster of the southeastern hurricanes and insurance now, man-made disaster. Yes, it is Ghost in Plain Sight. The two of the three, actually probably Alaska. It's like that is, Alaska, Arkansas, and Alabama is very friendly to free Americans. Okay, Kevin the Weedman. What are my thoughts on stacking jewelry at pawn shops? Well, I look at what I would do is first I'd go to Nickel and ask Nickel Stacking because he actually bids on stuff like that online. But what I would suggest is make sure that the carat and weight make it worth the money. Because I really don't know much about it, but that's just simple math. So in which case, jewelry at a pawn shop, again, nickel, talk to Kevin the Weed Man, Nickel Stackings, right down there at the bottom of the chat. His yeah, Nickel knows. I'll give him all credit on this one. He will give you the answers on that one. He does that. It's not similar, if not that. I don't know exactly what all he does, but he does. He's got a channel. You should watch it. Yeah, see, he says he does that. Yeah, watch Nickel Stacking, not Jamie, it's Kevin Weedman, because he does that kind of stuff on his channel and shows how to do it, tells how to do it, and everything. It's a good thing about these communities. Yeah, you two hook up because maybe we could get Nickel into saving monarch butterflies, Kevin, because Kevin's a big on. That's actually one reason why I really like Kevin is I started watching his, and one of my first videos, I don't know if you remember this, Kevin, was a lady in the Northeast that was also saving. No, she was in Canada, saving monarch butterflies, and I did a video on that in honor of you because I appreciate that you saved the monarch butterfly. Well, Gerald, if it's without our knowledge, we wouldn't know about it, and if it's without our consent, it's without our knowledge, so we wouldn't know. What I can say is I got like $30 in the bank and $20 in the savings account. I have more money here at the house in silver and platinum and cash. And that's all I gotta say. I have never trusted the banks ever. You're looking at a guy who told the IRS to get fucked for 17 years in a row, and they said I owed him $137,000. And you know what I told him? Get fucked. I'll give you $100. You know what they said? Nah, we don't think so. So I hired an attorney, sicked him, said, attack dog, get this guy's. He attacked him. They came back, said, we'll accept the $100. I don't take shit, especially if you piss me off. I'm a nice guy. I like being a nice guy. It's so much easier being kind, helpful, and grateful. It's so much easier life because being an asshole sucks. Been there. No one screws me over. But it takes a lot of work. You know, you have vengeance, all this crap, man. It's not worth it. Yes, Nickel Standing is a great channel. Right on, Kevin. I'm glad you remember, brother. Yeah, I'm actually right now. See, and here's another reason why I'm probably 10 steps ahead of the curve. I'm actually screwing the state finance tax board right now because during 2020, during the pandemic, when everyone was getting all this money, oh, extra money this, extra money that, we can't have people. The state franchise tax board took 25% of my gross out of my checks for like 8 weeks straight, federally illegal. And so I haven't filed taxes with them for a while either. And they actually sent me a check this year for my 2016 taxes because I didn't file from there 2015 on. And I'm expecting next year to get 2017 taxes. And they're just going to, as they have to clear their books every 7 years. So when they actually do my 2020 taxes, they're going to have to turn themselves into the federal government for committing a felony against me. so I'll be able to get shitloads of money in, hold on, let's see, 16. In 4 years, I'll be able to sue the state because of the record keeping that they're going to do on my behest to get the data I need to sue them. Or I could be a dick, hire a lawyer, and do all this other crap. I'll let them screw themselves. I know how the system works. Yes. And you know what else? Salty gratitude does make you a happy person. You know what else makes you a happy person? Making other people money. You will not believe how fucking cool that feels. Man, I really do enjoy making other people money. It's fucking cool. Let's see who I got here. Oh, hold on. I'll get this guy. No, I'll leave him be for now. So, well, again, back to that, I see a pathway to pay off a $200 trillion debt with ease. And that's going to happen in 2026 if I'm right. Whether or not we pay off or, we do whatever before then is another story. I don't know about that, but I do know that the way things work and what's going to happen, we will have the money to pay off that $220 trillion with no problem. It's leverage, same finances we use today. Yes, Kino, cash. They can't trace your cash. Well, they can, but it's fucking expensive for them to do so. No, actually, they're not. And quite frankly, if you're concerned about the American stock market, I'm invested in. Fuck, I forgot their name. Impala, Platinum, South African company, Diamond, Platinum company. They got some assets. I don't see them getting fucked. The only way I could get screwed on that is if someone takes my actual shares, which I'm sure they can legally find a way to do if they want. Yes, my brother Jake. Yes, Nickel. That's the one. Impala Platinum Ltd. I think it's Ltd. Let me double check that. I don't want to say. Let me see. Take a look at Gandalf here and then move my screen down. Okay. Yes, Impala Platinum Holdings Ltd. It's IMPUY is the sticker symbol. Gandalf is getting his much needed 16 hours a day of sleep right now. It's my boy. But he is protecting me. He is on my lap, making sure no rats will come near me. And Ginger is behind me, making sure I am sure of one thing in life right now. A rat is not safe within 5 foot of me. Not sure of anything else. Yeah, there's all kinds of you got to watch out, man. This IRS tax crap. Yeah, there's no there's no rats, there's no mice, there's no squirrels. There are birds because actually it was a cool ass. Across the street, there's this cat called I call her Snow White. She's mostly white, has a little black, and there's this bush that attracts hummingbirds. So I was outside smoking, and I looked at him. I was like, she's stalking a damn hummingbird. And this cat, the bush is like right here. Hummingbird's on top. Cat does a jump all the way over the bush. Didn't try to jump over the bush. Was jumping for the bird. Of course, the bird easily got out of the way. But the cat made it over the 100. It was like the cow jumping over the moon. It was a funny thing to see. What are you doing there, Salty? I need to check up on what you were saying. Oh, you're going for a restaurant. Right on. Yeah, the bush didn't stand a chance. Cat jumped right over it. Emerald, are you leaving us, brother? Hold on, got to run. Thanks. Yes, okay, right on. Take care. I appreciate you joining. Make sure to hit the like twice and share. Grab your baseball bat. Tell people share, like this, beat them. Subscribe, and then you can go about your day. I'm kidding, of course. I appreciate you being here, Emerald. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks, Emerald. See you on the next one, buddy. I don't actually Salty. A trick of mine when I moderate is I actually read all the chats, so I really don't have time. If it's going fast, I don't pay attention to the content creator because my job's not to listen or interact with him. It's to make sure the chat stays kosher pickles. And to do that, I pretty much have to read everything everyone says. So it's actually even saying hard to say sometimes, like on ninjas, shit. I'm sorry in advance if I don't say hi to you. I'm lucky every now and then I can actually see a name I recognize because I can just ripping through and I'm like fucking trying to keep up. It's a challenge, actually. It's kind of fun. Oh, there's Dixie. There's Dixie. Dixie Chicks. That's my southern girl. She's my moo cow. She talks a lot. I won't say anything. I got women in the chat. Which one of them's a good cat? The one on my lap, the one right there, or the one back here, or the two out there, or the 14 outside, or the two dogs out back? And if you watch my videos, apparently I've got a skunk in the neighborhood. You ain't kidding, Ghost. You can see my plane. You guys think being a moderator is all kinds of fun and shit. It all depends on the channel. Oh, it did get turned down? Yeah, most people don't accept silver. I walked into downtown courthouse here in Vallejo, and I had a 5-ounce silver bar in my pocket. Motherfucker wanted me to leave at the door, said it was a weapon. I said, check this shit out, motherfucker. It's constitutional money, and it's staying in my damn pocket. If it's a weapon, that's because you're an idiot. And I'm not following idiots. I'm following the law. And this is not a weapon. It's cash. And oh, man, I told you I can be an asshole when I want to be. I had his supervisor and his supervisor's supervisor down there trying to figure out what the hell. They finally let me go, agreeing that silver is not a weapon. Can you freaking believe that? Stupid. Security officers. Oh, silver's a weapon. My ass, son, it's only a weapon if I whoop your ass with it in my hand. Sorry. I told you I could be an asshole. I didn't say that to them, though, because then they would have had a reason to call the cops, and I'd have been in jail right now for carrying silver. Fucked up, huh? My cats and dogs do not get along. I hear you, Ghost in Plain Sight. Yes, it is, Callie, but when a security guard tells me it's a weapon, I have to leave it down at the front with his dumbass. First thing I think of is, will it be secure? And then I look at the security officer that tells me silver is a weapon. And I'm thinking, no, this idiot can't secure shit because he doesn't know shit. He's an idiot. So I'm not allowed to leave my money down there with him. Kung Fu chicken. Right on, Salty. You got to let me know when you open up, brother. Not that I'll drive 2 hours north paying fucking $5.50 a gallon just to come up there, but I might. No, Santa Rosa's got a lot of people. You should do fine. Sweet, Gerald. Jake, they don't have any German or Japanese pizza, bro. Where's your expertise at there, buddy? Stick with the Italian pizza and the Mexican nacho. Papia D. It's got to be Mexican out here in California, bro, else it won't pass. And if you have kids, put them to work. You don't have to pay them. You can say your allowance is consumed for all this stuff that I pay for you. You know, those shoes cost $50. You'd be a dad like that. My dad was. All right. Yes. Gandalf doesn't like marijuana. I got my lap back. Oh, fuck. I can stretch. And there's the other one. Jake. Tell your cat. There's Jin Jin. Jin Jin. There's a boy in Texas wants to meet you, girlfriend. Yeah. I didn't spend that much time fighting. I did fight for this country, but I was only in the military for like totally active duty, less than 2 years, but 2 different times. Both honorable discharges. I did not get kicked out. None of that other shit as special shit. I'm a special guy. I got special treatment. Say it was interesting. Yeah, that was Ginger. I call her Gin Gin with the engine because she sleeps beside me at night and. But she's 101 degrees. It's great in wintertime. It's another thing about cats. All right, Jake, you think you're being funny here, huh? This is there we go. Oh shit. There we go. That's Jake's cat. That he's trying to hook up with Ginger. They look the same, don't they? That's Spencer. That's Spencer. And that's Ginger. Let's see if we can get the two together here. Nope. Maybe if I put him on this side. I think they'd make a good couple. I expect a dowry, though. What kind of money does that cat have? Ginger. Oh, sweet. My neighbor's opening up a bar on Tennessee Street here in the city with two girls. Oh no, Jake, this is Neilsheim Dynasty, brah. No. You want to marry into the dynasty? We do things the right way. Neil gets the money. He doesn't give the money. It's the Han Dynasty rules, Jake. Dave. I can see that happening. Dog going crazy at the TV because there's a cat on it. All right. So, what other conversation do you people want to have? Dude, it's the exact opposite. Goes to plain sight. And Jake knows this too. He was in the military. Did anyone discharge you of your oath of service to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States? Thank you. I didn't get discharged of my service to do that. I was discharged from the service, but I wasn't told my oath was over. I don't need to adhere to it. Yeah, never. So we're still held to that oath of defend the Constitution of the United States of America against both enemies, foreign and domestic. I haven't received any orders yet, though. So, on standby. Yes, Salty. That's why you're on the standby. As soon as you get the orders, it's on. Like Donkey Kong. You'll be like fucking Minuteman all over again. I got a shotgun. Hey, unless you want to give me something better, I'm going to use that motherfucker, Have you ever seen me put this out, Salty? Oh, it didn't work. Gosh, damn it. Dude, man, homeless fucking tents are starting to pop up down at the waterfront here, Salty. Right across. You look at you from where you're at, your job's at. Just go to the waterfront where you can see the ferry terminal, and look just to the right of the ferry terminal, and you see the parking garage, and you can see the homeless tents. They weren't there 2 months ago. It doesn't matter. Write my name in. I had 8 votes last in 2020. 8 votes I had. And my mom died, so I lost a vote. So I need some more votes. And yes, my mom did vote for me. She said she did. I didn't see the ballot. She might have lied to me. I don't know. Yes, write in. That's how I do it. That's why I don't give a shit who's in, because I haven't voted for nobody but me and haven't won yet. But it's not my fault. I've tried. I just don't have the couple $100,000 it takes to actually run a campaign. But I figure grassroots effort, about 20 people tell 20 people tell 20 people, half the world should know, and I should be elected, right? Theoretically, that's the way the math works. Dude, no, I would not, Monkey. No, I will not be surprised. These people are downright fucking evil. That's it, just fucking evil. I am very, very appreciative of you being here. And man, I wish I'd have done this earlier, Callie. I have my own farmer's market in the front yard, neighbor on both sides and across the street. I have a big plate. There's cucumbers and 3 types of tomatoes and pepper, and it likes over fucking flowing damn near. Every day it's like them, me, them, and I give them free shit. The kale didn't come up that good this year, so it's not actually giving them a salad. But I give cucumbers, 3 types of tomatoes, and some peppers. All you need is some leafy shit, and you have yourself a salad. Yes, and that is actually a good idea, Monkey. Everyone should run for a local position. Everyone in this chat, and spread the word. Run. Everyone in the chats that we're in is similarly like-minded. And if we all run for local offices, we've just changed the nation. Because the local offices control the local Senate and Congress, which control the federal Senate and Congress. So you grab them by the balls and you squeeze hard, and they do what you want, and then they get the fuck out of office, and we all move out. Anyhow, thank you. Much love. Appreciate you being here, Callie. That's a good thing, Salty. Everyone should be running for office. I've already made great strides in this town, Salty. I actually, I don't know if you know, but Vallejo went bankrupt about 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 7 years ago, something like that. Oh my God, yeah, they are. They are very bad up there by that Carl's Jr. Indeed, that's there's that furniture place or something right across the street from the Carl's Jr. And there's the old Riley's and stuff, and Ace Hardware on the other gaddy corner. Yeah, that whole intersection, because it dead ends into that fucking big pond area that you can see from 37, and both sides of that actually are real bad. Yeah, sweet. That's another thing with people calling out all these school board members and shit. You could probably get a lot of winners unopposed. Oh, dude, growing your own veggies, they taste a hell of a lot better. If you can't grow your own, go to the farmer's market. But the store is your last stop for vegetables, man, as far as for nutritional, taste, everything. Just grow it yourself. It's so much better tasting. Yeah, isn't that funny, Salty? You could go straight from your tent to a job and back to your tent, be saving money, and get yourself out of the squallows. But the mindset of those people, they want to say that's a shame, but why I don't give money when they ask for it. I'm like, dude, if I give you a fish, I'll feed you for today. If I teach you to fish, I'll feed you for life. There's a job right there. Your tent's right there. Your jobs could be right there. Your tent's right there. Your job's right there. Tent means you're not paying rent or utilities. So that little low paying job's actually fucking huge if you're not paying rent and utilities. And you can get out of your hole real quick if you want to. Now, if you want someone else to get you out of that hole, I'm not your guy. Uh, I can't do a live walking video, but I do make fun of. I poke fun at Ninja. I don't know if you see some of my live streams, uh, and I do this specifically only for Travis because he has a problem with it, and Dan is very good at it. But I'll do this number. Like, this is Neil's on Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll even go as far as to do this number and, like, keep a steady camera, like, just to show Ninja how it's done, because you have like articulation, 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 articulation. Really? You can't keep this thing steady? You got more fucking joints between you and your camera than you did think. But I guess, if you got like Parkinson's or like, Jamie Foxx, got that shaking thing going. True that. Yeah, that's not. yeah, Jake. That's another thing. There's a good chance you'll see someone get shot if I do a walk-in video. Shot, stabbed, robbed. The whore's walking in the background getting picked up by John. Yeah, we got it all, buddy. We got it all. Yeah, it's yeah, he is. And that's oh yeah, yeah. I'm my main hope for Silver Symposium is to catch Ninja by surprise. And I'd let him know about it. I don't care if you guys tell him. To catch him by surprise while he's doing his spot live streams and make him bust up laughing by something I do and fuck up his live stream laughing. That's my one of my goals for going to the Silver Symposium. All these great people are going to be there. All this that. Yeah, my goal is to make Ninja laugh on live TV. I'm thinking of some creative ways to make it happen. I've done it before. For anyone who's been involved with Silverfest through Arcadia Economics, Chris and Yara, Silverfest 2 and Silverfest 3. Silverfest 3, my microphone wasn't working, COVID, and Silverfest 2, both COVID. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, Jake. No editing. If I get him going, everyone in America is going to see him busting that laughing. So that's my goal. But no, I was a impromptu host for Silverfest 2, and then I came back for Silverfest 3, and I had no internet sound like I have sound now. I only had video, and I had a sign, and I had everyone. Andy Sheckman, everybody was in that live stream, was busting and out laughing every time I had something to say, because they wouldn't keep me up on the 12 video panel because I didn't have no volume. So they would let other people up, had volume, talk, ask questions directly with Andy and everyone else, Dave Sheckman and everyone else, Chris and all them. So I made up a big sign that said buy silver and platinum, and then I clicked the button to go on the live stream, to be put up there, and they'd put me up there, and there'd just be the sign saying buy silver and platinum, and then I get off the live stream, and I let all 11 of them just started busting the nut laughing. So I'm pretty good at making people laugh if I want to. And I've done it in the past in the PM industry for those type guys. Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting everybody there, Salty. Oh, that would be so cool. Ghost in Plain Sight. That would be Gandalf swimming back in my lap. And how this cat climbs. He climbs with his front paws until his back legs actually touch something. Then he uses them. So it can be very painful if I'm not wearing jeans for him to get in my lap. He'll jump, but he likes climbing on me for some reason. Probably because it's more painful. Who are you meowing at? That's Gandalf meowing. Right there. Bottom corner. You'll see he'll meow here shortly. There's cats walk out. Really. Well, you're working the right direction, Salty. And having to meet these people early is also a very good thing. So you're doing the right thing, brother. Jail Draper, the same way we did in 1930, 31, 32, 33 before they confiscated it. That's how you do it. Let's look in the past. How did they do it in the past when everyone was 95% of Americans had gold and silver to where it could be confiscated. See there? Nowadays, how many people you walk around and ask, what? Go around with an ounce of gold and a $50 bill and ask people which one they want, and you'll be minus a $50 bill. That's how stupid people are. So you think 95% of the stupid people carry silver and gold when they don't even know what the fuck it is? That's why I say there ain't going to be no confiscation, because the government knows they've stupefied 97% of the nation. They don't need to steal from them. They already have. They're stupid. What's a better thing to steal from? A stupid person, because they don't realize they got robbed. That's cool. Be the youngest one there. Right on, Salty. Break them in early. Getting to meet the people early. That's more important. Connections. Younger the better, because he's going to be alive a lot longer than everyone else, and he'll be able to say, yeah, I met fucking David Morgan. Shit, you never did? Oh, that's too bad. You know, and he'll be able to say that. Okay, here's something about crypto. Got bad news for anyone? Good news for anyone? I don't care. It's news. I did a video on this as well. India is taking control of the G20. The G20 is the financial arm of the Western and Eastern worlds. They're the leaders, and India's taken charge of the leaders of the financial world. Might be good for BRICS, might not be. They're obviously part of BRICS. India is anti-crypto. And South Africa takes over the presidency of BRICS in 2024. Also a BRICS country, also a hater of crypto. And both are going to have 2 years of control of the G20, the financial arm of the world. And they are talking crypto worldwide tax. So no one will be able to say, oh, I'll just go to this country and cash it in. Nah. And for them to have a worldwide tax on it, they're going to be able to track it to your IP address so they can tax you. So much for decentralized, huh? And I don't even know what's going to happen. I just know that India and South Africa are going to control the G20's presidency for 2 years, 2023, 2024. Both of them are anti-crypto. So I'm not expecting roses and cake to be handed out to crypto. Okay. Matter of fact, it'll be better for BRICS than for crypto. And India and China are fixing to go to war, so I don't know how good BRICS is going to be. I would so love if platinum broke out a couple days before the Silver Symposium, so I could go in there and say, hey guys, y'all smart about PMs, huh? How much platinum do you have? You haven't bought any? Oh, damn. You didn't know about platinum as a PM expert? Too bad. Maybe you should watch my live streams. We talk about platinum, all kinds of crazy conspiracy shit like space mining and moon mining, and only mining it for platinum because we're so short of platinum on this planet. They're not going for silver or gold or cobalt or lithium or uranium and oil. They're only going to be mining for platinum. How unusual is that? Well, it's not. It's called supply and demand. And it's going to be the first one in demand. So much so, in our lifetimes, as we speak, there are companies working at getting out there because we're going to run out of this shit first. Before silver, it'll be platinum running out. Boom, done. Well, where's all our platinum? I want my TV. I want my car. I want my chemo. I want this. I want that. No, sorry, I don't have no platinum. Everyone thought it was funny. Too funny to go mine on the moon. So now we don't have any, but now it'll take 10 years before we get any. Go back to the Stone Ages and then we'll catch up. Yeah, that's not going to happen. They're going to mine the shit. People on board are going to make fucking shitloads of money. People on 99.9% of you will be left behind saying, fuck, I should have listened to that dumbass guy. He kept saying buy silver and platinum. I thought he was just annoying. You know, whatever. That's why I don't care what people say about me, because I've said it once. I said it 1,000 times. Hey, how's it going, Beto? I'm going to take my 16 grams of platinum and get 2 ounces of gold for it. Worst case scenario. Yeah, half ounce of platinum for 2 ounces of gold. People say buy gold. Yeah, I already bought it. I bought 2 ounces for $500. It's called half ounce of platinum. Oh yeah, no doubt. Especially since goes in place site, especially since central banks are all buying gold. They're all expecting to have a gold-backed currency for them to stay in financial control of the sovereignty of the countries for which they are central banks of. And that's what people don't think. They were going to give up their sovereignty for BTC. Really? So what they're saying is you're going to give up being the head of your household and allow anyone to come in at any point in time, whenever. You could be asleep, having sex with your wife, in the shower, doesn't matter. You're going to give up head of your house. You're going to give up sovereignty of your household for decentralization. Anyone can come in anytime. Man, countries ain't going to have that crap. You give up control of your currency, you just lost your country. That means you lost power. How many leaders are into losing power? Oh, that's a common sense question. Huh. Now, when they say they're going to introduce BTC, it's going to be highly fucking regulated. Miami, highly fucking regulated. They're going to pay people in Bitcoin? Yeah. And that means they're taxing them, income tax, all this other tax. How centralized is that? Because it's not decentralized once you're taxing it as an income, is it? People just got to, let's move the goalpost on what it was meaning of decentralized and Bitcoin and shit and crap coin. Yeah, there's going to be a digital something in the future, but it's too fucked up right now to find out what it's going to be. Right now, the main concern is the physical metals, because if we do run out of those, that fart shit that they make up that cost actual oil to make, and it's actually nothing, we'll worry about that. What? After we run out of our fucking resources that actually need to be, so we can keep rolling, and we'll just talk about this fictitious thing that's there, So the first problems we got to overcome are our natural resources, and that's why I did this live stream to introduce you guys to a few companies that have already consumed other asteroid mining companies, so that they can be the biggest asteroid mining company on the planets, and how we should invest in them, not into crypto. Because what's the return on investment in crypto? Oh, well, if enough people believe in it and enough countries don't want it crushed and enough central banks don't disagree with it, and if everybody gets along and it's all, what? And you call that a good investment? Well, we ain't even got to what the fuck it is, and I got 6 what's in there. I'm sorry. I digress. Yeah, no, there is going to be a digital something. But what everyone's got to understand is the first thing anyone introduces to you isn't the thing that's going to make it. Because it's got too many holes in it, too many people going to go against it, too many people are going to come up as competitors, make some better thing in it. It's just the first thing they introduce to you. And they're still making money off it. But it's the first thing they introduce to you for a digital currency is this crypto Bitcoin crap. And, whatever, you're going to make money. Cool. Hey, you make money selling cow shit. That doesn't make it a fucking good investment for everybody in the world to carry around in a special wallet that they have to remember 30 numbers so they don't get hacked, and hope like hell the power doesn't go out, and pray to God that company actually accepts it. What kind of fucking currency is that? Man, just here. How much do I owe you? Let me break it out. How much do I owe you? Yeah, I'm not going to fart out any money. What is it? $2 here. Here's a fucking dime, See how quick that was? I didn't have to remember 30 numbers. I didn't have to pull out in a special wallet. I didn't have to worry about power being on. I didn't have to worry about you accepting. There's just too many problems with it. That's all I'm saying. It's not the first thing of anything isn't accepted because it's not accepted. It has to be accepted. And a lot of people are going to shoot holes in the first thing you throw up there. So it'll be the second or the third thing that's, it's like shit. Keep throwing this stuff at it till it sticks to the wall. Sorry, I'm losing track of chat. Oh yeah, no, yeah, and when it gets regulated, that's when the real manipulation happens. Just like the stock market. So, how much better is it? It's just another way for them to fuck you. Yes, people will make money. Hell yes, people will make money. More people will lose money. Just like the stock market. Nothing new. No great savior there. What the great savior is platinum. Because you know what they can't make more of? Platinum. You know what we really, 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 really need to keep our society going? Yes, silver, but also platinum. So when we run out of platinum in 10 to 15 years here on this planet, you guys going to go back to the Fred Flintstone cars? Space mining. We got to. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I don't see why people are like, well, spaceman, you're not. Really? You just explained how big of a nut you are by saying that. Because where are we getting the platinum if we're not in space? You gonna shit it out? And you got some fucking neutron explosion going on inside you? I mean, I know you had nachos there, Jake, but you ain't gonna shit out no platinum, are you? You know? It's gotta be commonsensical, that's all. No matter how stupid it sounds, it's still commonsensical. I mean, why the hell would Elon Musk come up and make space flights 90% cheaper to launch shit into outer space? What's the advantage of that? No one's going to take advantage of it? Oh, okay. No, so he made it cheaper. So what? Really? No, he made it cheaper. Everyone who's smart started launching shit out of space to do everything I just talked about. Because it's 90% cheaper. Now it's feasible for more people to make money who are intelligent enough to do it. Sorry, guys, I haven't been keeping up with chat. I'm going to try and catch up here. Actually, no, we're not going to have all EV cars, Nickel. I hate to say that. No, I don't. I like saying it. We're not going to have EV cars. It's impossible. Yeah, I'm going to have to call you back. I'm doing live stream. Bye. Yeah, no, we're not going to have electric because we need too many resources that we're in short supply of to get them. I mean, the numbers don't add up. That, and if you watch some of my videos, they kind of blow up every now and then. Very inefficient. But what I can tell you, as a matter of fact, I'll do one better. I will get to an email that I received from my union for some shit that we're going to be doing for future work. I put it under friends. No, I put it under BB. Oh no, that's free breakfast. Okay, here it is. Let's see here. Building trades. We have a bill out here. Bill SB 740 is an extension of SB 54. A bill that creates the skilled and trained and requirements in California refineries and recognizes the best way to make local refineries safe and utilize workers who are trained in the specific trade they're asked to perform for the contractor, for the contracted out or construction and contracted out construction maintenance. SB 740 extends the protections in SB 55. Here's the thing: to hydrogen plants, alternative fuels, carbon capture, and chemical plants, and is designed to keep our communities safe. So what my union just did is they lobbied and had the state extend regulations of mandatory work for union iron workers that we have at the refineries here, that we have guaranteed. That's how we have guaranteed work every 2 years. They're by law, they have to shut down and do maintenance every 2 years. As a matter of fact, you have to have a special card like this right here. Yeah, I look like a felon. It's the OSCA card. And back behind it here, I don't know if you can read it, Shell, Chevron, Phillips, Valero, all these chemical refinery companies. I'm qualified to work at every single one of them. And as I just read you, we're going to be building hydrogen plants and chemical plants, not doing gas refinery. So look at hydrogen and chemical for the future, because that's the future of construction in Northern California as far as infrastructure, big projects thing. And yeah, Phillips and Chevron invest in them because they're building the hydrogen plant, and Phillips is going to control the hydrogen plant with money thrown in by Chevron. Yeah, Chevron. And Chevron's going to build 30 hydrogen fueling stations throughout California to start spreading hydrogen, biodiesel, alternative energy fuels for us because of the new hydrogen biodiesel engines that China's building, for which they'll need 2.5 million ounces of platinum that we don't have. So that's how that works. Hydrogen, chemical plants, and platinum. Nothing said about electric. And I actually did work at a PG&E plant up. Oh, here, Salty goes by this every day. The recycling, Vallejo trash. It's on 29 there. Salty, you pass it every day going to work. Right beside it is a PG&E small plant we built. I built. It's on Unionville. And in the road that they're building, they do have electrical charge for like buses and public transportation. And they're looking at 20 years down the line, all the roads that we have in cities having the shit underneath them to where as you drive over it, it automatically electrically charges your car to where you don't have to have charging stations. So that's going to be in the future for electric charging, but it's electric vehicles aren't going to be the shit. They've got competition. Cummins diesel engine, the great Cummins diesel engine. I got a TWIC card too, yeah. Actually, I'm going to be using that to go to Silver Symposium because I don't know if you know this, but you can use your TWIC card to go through security at the airport there. Ghost in Plain Sight. That card right there? See, I look more like a rapscallion there, don't I? That's what a TWIC card. See, I'm all certified up. I can go... Sorry for all you college kids that spent money. I can go anywhere in the world and get a job with just those two things. And my welding certs. I can go to the Philippines. I can go to Russia. I can go to Indonesia. I can go to Afghanistan. I can go to Saudi Arabia. I can go to Libya. I can go to South Africa. I can go to Argentina. I can go to China. I can go where the fuck I want. And I'll get a job because of my skill, not because of college. And because of certifications I have. So that's what smart people do. Then you go to college after you get that stable base level that you can fucking rely on. Then you go to college after that. You don't go straight out of dumbass high school to dumbass college and think you're going to be rich. Hell, I could take a job anywhere in the world and call it a vacation if it's in a new country and get paid to go on vacation, basically. You didn't believe I had it Ghost in Plain Sight? Hey, Gerald, I'll talk to you later. Hey, we got Corn Chop Chris in the house. Or, as everyone likes to call him, the Ding Dong. Yeah, I got lots of certifications. Oh, here's one. I think I got this one here. No, it's over here. Ah, here it is. Here's a. This is for Salty Monkey. You know how shitty this town is, right? A Good Citizens Award. I'm the only person in Vallejo history to have it. And this is from Fighting Back. I actually started fighting back in the city when we went bankrupt. Yeah, I was a self-appointed cop when we went bankrupt for 6 months. We had no city police. We only had county cops. So I stepped up and my neighbor said, fuck it, I'll be a cop. Everyone, you have problems, give me a fucking call. I'll come over there, whoop their ass, get them the fuck out of our neighborhood, and they'll not come back. And that's exactly what I did. And yeah, I got hit a lot and I lost a couple of teeth because there's some big fucking Mexican boys out there, but... There's this one time I had an issue in a mostly African-American neighborhood where a person of the opposite sex and another color, not mine, was racially slurring me. And I have this rule: you can do it 3 times. After that, you better be able to take it back because you're throwing it pretty good. And after the 3rd time of her throwing a racial slur at me, I turned around and I started letting her have it. Next thing I know, I'm surrounded by about 20 motherfuckers, all of the same color, all wanting to do something to me. It didn't stop me. And next thing I know, all of the Vallejo PD, they had 12 cops on duty that day. Every single one of them was there within 15 minutes because one of my friends works at the city, found out what I was doing, and they were like, Neil, you're going to get killed. I was like, the hell I am. I'm letting these motherfuckers have what they're given. If they can't handle it, they're little bitches. And that's how I and people respect truth. You know, I was surrounded by these guys. They did want to kill someone, but they weren't going to kill me. And then all the cops came, fucking broke them apart, got to me, and pulled me out. And I'm like, dude, why are you here? Don't you have crime to take care of? Yeah. This one time at band camp, when I was at band camp, I was learning the flute. I bet you didn't think I could pull something like that out my ass. That coin shop, Chris. Yeah. Let me get back to chat here. Okay, Gerald's got a good question. What would it do to OPEC? Well, Saudi Arabia is going to run out of oil in about 5 to 7 years, so OPEC's already dead. It's in the books. It's baked in that they're going to be nothing burgers. That's why I'm not concerned about them joining BRICS and having, they joined BRICS. They all of a sudden have 1 billion more years of oil just magically appeared in their little hole in the ground. No, that didn't happen. Yeah, it's by design. We're getting off their oil, and we're going to be going to shale mined oil. And the richest country in the world, if you go look at a map at the shale oil deposits on the planet Earth, America is oil rich. We'll be selling oil for over 150 years. That's how much oil we have. The price of oil just has to be $120. Oh, and the byproduct of making shale oil? Natural gas. Who's running out of natural gas? Oh, we'll be producing that too. So if anyone wants to buy our oil and natural gas, they'll have to have American dollars. So much for fucking de-dollarization, huh? Yeah. Just throwing a curveball future scenario out there for y'all. Don't be surprised if we don't de-dollarize and if BRICS falls apart because they need to buy energy and Russia doesn't have enough. But I digress. I don't mean to tell you the future. Ron probably ate a whole box of those ding dongs, bro. Nickel. Sorry, I'm missing chat here, guys. I got on my little rants here. Yeah, Salty, that's another thing totally, that's there's different scales. That's not in my forte, bro. I'm not that type of Christian. I'm the type of Christian that'll walk into a fucking Hell's Angels bar and pull someone out if they did something wrong and not get my ass whooped. I've done it. That's the kind of Christian I am, and that's how God uses me. I talked to my pastor, and just to show y'all I'm not fucking bullshitting about this, pastor's been a good friend of mine for 20 years. Actually, a real good friend of mine. We talk about all kinds of shit. Actually, pastoring hardly ever comes into it. We're such good friends. Let's see here. I don't know if you can see that. That guy right there, Tony Newhouse. Pastor Tony Newhouse. If I have a question anytime, day or night, I call him. And he's a good dude. He knows I'm crazy. I'll get into debates with Islamic people, and I won't have exact specifics. I fucking call him up no matter what time of day ours. Unless it's a Sunday and he's doing a sermon, he's more than happy to help me with my debates with people over religion, because he and I have had them. And that's another story. But yeah. How did I get onto that? Someone in chat told me to go that way. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Sorry about the lights, guy. And those are those new fucking bulbs that don't use a lot of energy too. Yeah, it goes in plain sight, man. You know what? This is no big deal. It's fucking cold up there. The fuck? I mean, who wants to be cold? If Mexico doesn't allow you, or Hawaii doesn't let you allow you in, that's a problem. But Canada not allowing you in, good. Keep your snow. It's gonna melt and come down south anyhow. Oh yeah, we're talking. Yeah, we won't talk about that. New workers. And well, we'll go back. No, we won't go back to that one. Actually, Coin Shop, Chris, I have not eaten one in fucking decades. Nation's Giants, cheeseburgers, and cheesecake. Oh man, they have a great. It was like $19 for a full cheesecake. Oh my god, those things are to die for. So I must have lost everyone in the chat once I started talking a little religious stuff, huh? I guess I should probably end it. We're coming up on 2 hours. I appreciate it. This is actually the most likes I've ever had on a live stream. 20. Yeah. I'm growing. I'm 20. How old are you? I'm 20. What's that, Dr. Bill Warner? What's that? Oh, JM, you're not. You're drinking a beer, fucking watching football, and you just got me there, and you're telling me you're working. We know you're not working. It's dark. Oh, sorry to have hijacked your show, by the way, JM, if I did that when you let me on live stream. I apologize. Ghost in plain sight. I wouldn't even bother going up to Canada personally. JM. Yeah. Sorry, but I don't. No offense to all you Canadians. I mean, if you like the cold, sweet on you. You know, and I'm not big on guns at all, but if you're not gonna let me protect myself, I don't want to go there. And quite frankly, I actually do protect myself without weapons. I'm actually better at protecting myself without a weapon, a conventional weapon. Because this right here is the most powerful weapon in the world. It works great if you learn how to use it properly. And then correlate that with hand and foot movement and rhythm, you know, the spinning. Look like a dancing, but you're fucking people up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, JM, man. You're only enjoying half the fucking year, man, and you're being treated like shit and you don't have rights, you know? Come down to America. We love all you guys. We just don't love your country. Your government. I mean, our government sucks ass too, but we can tell you, we tell our government to fuck off all the time. And Ghost in Plain Sight, that is why I like Alabama, actually, because the gun laws. A buddy of mine is a federal weapons dealer's license. Lives in Alabama. Last time I was at his house, he had just received his Russian sniper rifle, 50 caliber, 7-shot, legally owned in Alabama. You can hit a motherfucker from 1.5 miles with that son of a bitch. You get it dialed in right, and wind conditions, everything else. You can have the type weapon. If I was to buy a weapon, I could legally own in Alabama, and I like that. Man, there's some car horns going off. I need to set my alarm, make sure no one's breaking into my car. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you can have whatever you want there in Arkansas, then fucking sweet on you, bro. Also, cheap cost of living there too. You know, ideally, you want 3 sets of weapons: long range, mid range, short range. Short range would be some sort of a pistol or a Uzi type, small, multiple fire, close range thing. Mid range, depending on if you're urban or rural, could be a shotgun or a M16 style weapon, 300 yards. And then you'd want like an M1 Abrams for price expense. You can get one like $300. They fire like 900 fucking yards. So now you've got 3 weapons. You can shoot from 900 yards to 1 yard, and you have more than enough time to change out weapons, starting from 900 yards to 300 yards, and then from 300 yards to 50 yards, 25 yards, and then you break out your pistol. Yes, I actually, is that the long rifle? I actually like the 22 long rifles. They're a slow round. I had a 22 pump rifle. It held like 13 shot, and the little thing, you pulled out this stick and you stuck all the shit in there, and then you closed it up and you. I did very well shooting from the waist with a 22 rifle, pump action long rifle, because they're slow enough round. You can't see the round, but if you're not, it's like one of those things. If you look at the target where the 22 rifle, long rifle loaded in there, and you're looking at the target and you shoot from the waist, you can actually off-sight vision kind of see that round go, and you can adjust a little bit. At least I can, because they're a real slow round. Sweet, 320 acres is awesome, bro. Fuck yeah! I'm actually looking at a spot in Alabama. They want like 600 for it. I'm gonna pick it up for like 4. Actually, okay, yeah, no, that's for Ghost in Plain Sight. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen people, Dave, with bow and arrow. Bow and arrow is fucking awesome. It's fucking quiet, no silencer needed. If you become accurate with it, they got different heads on those arrows that can really do some damage, man. And 50 yards, 75, 100 yards, you get hit. You don't know exactly where it came from. Where especially at night or in darker time. But I've seen people out here on Muir Island, Salty Monkey, down there where the old naval down by Muir Island Golf Course. There's on the west side of the island. There's it's not, I guess, officers' barracks, old officers' barracks. People back several years ago used to go behind there and practice archery. Not legally, they got shut down, but that's where they used to go. Sweet. Yeah, crossbows are good. I actually have. These are bullshit. They're not good at all. Little hand crossbow. I mean, it's good for like fucking 5 yards, maybe. And you only get one shot because it takes too long to load that close. So it's not a realistic weapon at all. And actually, a better realistic weapon is right here. Nice little cane. Little bit of bend to it. Got a noggin beater on that end. And if they get any closer, you use this thing right here. Yeah, when the handheld crossbows. Yeah, you know they're bullshit, man. They do a little, they piss someone off, basically. Even if it's stuck inside them, it wouldn't. It's not a lethal thing. I mean, maybe if you get lucky and hit them in the eye at the right spot or something, it might be. But and grab a knife. That's Dixie meowing. You at the window, Dixie? That's her. Miss Loudmouth. You gonna meow some more? Meow. Yeah, you can take their eyes out, but I mean, you gotta be real lucky. And if they're, it's like, that's why I like shotguns. Boom. Yeah, about that much. Hey, I was close. Still took him half apart, you know. Well, hold on a second now, Ghost. Don't be upset. It's not really. It's not really a gun safe if I show you, but as you can tell, but it's a gun safe. This is my gun safe. No one looks at a pair of jeans and thinks there's a weapon in it, especially behind a picture and other shit. Yeah, that was given to me though, because I don't foresee me needing a weapon, a man-made weapon. You have to use this right here all the time, and that should keep you away from needing to use any other weapons. Because once you start involving those things, you usually get into set issues that aren't good. None of them are good. No outcome of any issue brought up while using a weapon is good. So try never to use it. That's my theory. No, I know there's a lot. I just I fall under a different theory or thought process than most. There you go. There you go, Salty. Just whatever, grab whatever. Shit. There's lots of things you can use. As I'm looking around, not being able to find anything. I'll pick up my fan and throw it at him, dude. No, actually, right there. That right there. I got shit really available, but just I'm not. Again, it's so much better to be kind, helpful, and grateful. You live a happier life. You don't stress over shit. It's just better. It's all around better. I've done the badass thing, and you get your props. I did the kung fu badass thing, and then you get your props, but you also get challenges all the time, and you always it's like you are going to get beat eventually because no one stays number one forever. It's like, just be happy, and to be happy, it's the basis of being happy is be kind, helpful, and grateful, and then you probably will never have to use any of that shit. Hopefully. But now, doesn't mean you shouldn't learn any of it. It's just, don't count on it because it shouldn't get that far, because you should intellectually be able to get yourself to a position where you don't have to use weapons. You hear her? She's meowing again. There she is. Oh, cats are fun. Everyone should have some cats. Are you fun? You are. You're fun. I like it when I get behind the fan and meow. It goes meow, meow. Yeah, like you're doing right now. Yeah, don't move all your silver, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dude. That's not what this live stream is about. Everyone's got their protective things they do and have got set up and everything, and have their own theories and thoughts on all this stuff. And it's all good. That's I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. Don't really want to talk about politics. Religion, we can, as long as we don't have too many. And then even then, if you have too many people with different religions, you could have some problems with that as well. And it's hard to find people intellectually sound enough that can talk about this stuff without getting angry and mad or whatever. So I just try and avoid certain topics like that. It makes it easier. Oh, dude, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. What you can't see on that window right there, or actually you can, right there, bars going across, 3 this way, 2 that way. I mean, I do live in Vallejo. It's not the best town in fucking California by no means. Out walking around, and if I see some bad people, I call them out. Hey, what's up? If I see people walking up and down the street, one on the sidewalk and one on the road, constantly looking at cars, I go outside and say, hey, good morning, good afternoon. What you guys looking at? You find anything interesting in those cars that don't belong to you? You call them out like that, and that stops most shit. You just got to be ballsy enough to do that, and that's what I do. I do it all the time. I did break out the shotgun one time. My neighbor, his wife, thought someone was inside her car, or is a Jeep, and it was just dark in her windows, and the lights were on. And she's like, I didn't turn the lights on. They were off when I got here. She came over. She was all kinds of scared. So I was like, well, fuck, you got dark tinted windows. So I don't know if some bitch has a gun pointed at me or not. So, I grabbed my shotgun, went out there and tapped on the window with the shotgun, old school style, opened up the door. And it turned out to be an electrical issue with her car to turn the lights on. It's kind of cool, though, yeah. And I wasn't even in Vallejo. I was pulling out the gun in the street. Cops don't fuck with me. I had an incident across the street. House, the lady who owns this place, she lives above me. She owned that house, and I was remodeling it for them. And they were going to sell it in the middle of the remodel. She got a divorce, so they were like, we're just going to sell it. We're not going to finish remodeling, whatever. And some cranksters moved in there, started, cooking up crank. I was like, fuck this shit. So I called the cops. Cops took too long, so I was aggravated. And I was like, you guys ready to breach? And they were like, let us get ready. I said, not good enough. I kicked in the front door, and both the cops ran in behind me. I actually breached the door to do a drug house bust because the cops were taking too fucking long. And the first thing they did, obviously, was pulled me back because they had the bulletproof vests on. But I just got tired of waiting for the sons of bitches. And I always wanted to kick a door down. It's always fun to kick a door down, I've actually done that a few times in this town. Right on. Right on, Ghost and Play Sight. Yeah, I just I don't know. Alabama's more the place I want to be. But now, having said that, I don't really like humidity that much, and I've been out here for 30 years. So when I do go back there and buy, I might not fucking be able to handle the humidity, and I like go to buy some land in Utah or something in the deserty, more dry heat rather than humid heat. Right on, Coin Shop Chris, aka Ding Dong. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to double hit the thumbs up button, Chris. Twice. You gotta hit twice. I need those numbers up. Hey, JM Unleashed. He's still doing a workout. You putting that stripper pole up in your backyard, JM? Bingo, Dave. Get to know your neighbors and keep up with your community. Because that's, again, be kind, helpful, and grateful. Because when shit hits the fan, do you want to be that jerk that everyone knows is a jerk? Or do you want to be the guy that everyone's like, maybe he can help? Let's find out from him. And you keep informed of everything, and you can get a tight-knit group community and establish your own little fucking perimeter. You can do all kinds of things open up to you if you're kind, helpful, and grateful over being a jerk. You know, and being kind, helpful, grateful means getting to know your neighbors. Know where their stances are. Know if they're going to bug out. Because if they bug out, sweet, good for you. They're leaving all their shit that's going to be good for you. You know? You caught that one, JM. Oh, you scream, I scream, we all scream for ice cream. Don't make me break into the Eddie Murphy ice cream fucking kick. Yeah, mama's on welfare. She can't get another. Yeah, you know, Nickel Stacking was doing something else. It took him 10 minutes to say goodbye to Chris. I'm fucking with you, Nickel. JM was the same way. I mentioned he was building a stripper pole. It took him 3 minutes to come in here and say he wasn't. We know he is, though. Sorry for you ladies. Holy shit. I haven't seen any ladies comments, so hopefully there's no ladies still here. It's amazing. I'm a moderator on any channel. Huh? So you got to put yourself in a state of mind of the environment you're in to succeed the best. Yeah, no, yeah, Michigan's not actually the best state to be in right now because of things that are happening geopolitically and local political and all this other stupid shit. That's why I'm thinking, Utah, maybe. Because I really couldn't handle Arizona, too much Indian shit. I don't mind the countryside, but, it's just the motif all around is just the same. It's like you go run down to another, it's just like you went fucking to the same town and just did a big loop. It's all the same Indian shit for sale, Indian shit for sale, Indian shit for sale, Indian shit for sale, Indian shit for sale. I mean, yeah, sure, they got history, but where's all the German and Scottish shit for sale? I'm not pushing it, I don't like shit being pushed like that. Well, hang in there, man. Hang in there. That's how you take shit back. You hang in there. Everyone's got their own level, their own way, their own route. And it takes all of us to do that for us to have a true free democracy. So I applaud anyone who does anything like that in their area that they want to do. That's should be an American thing to do, even though things aren't that American right now, in my opinion. That's Gandalf. I can tell by the meow what cat it is. Yes, Gandalf. Maybe you can hear him better if I turn the fan off. Are you gonna meow for those people again? Look at that, you're on TV. Holy crap. What are you gonna do? You're being watched. People are watching you, big guy. Oh no, you stay down, Junior. You stay down. I don't want you on my lap right now. But all I gotta do is this number, she'll jump up in my lap. I can't sit like that because it'll screw the light up. Yeah, I'll give them their third dinner. They're like little hobbits. Oh, but we need our third dinner. But you've already had 2 breakfasts and 3 lunches and 2 dinners. The rim walker. I like Harley when he gets on the toaster. He sticks his paw down in the toaster like I haven't used that toaster in 2 years. There's nothing down there. But he's like, he'll always check. You know. They're funny. Ginger's bed is here. Gandalf's bed is by my left leg, and Harley is like either side of my right leg. And then Shadow and Dixie hang out. Actually, Dixie gets in my laundry. If depending on how much I pull out for shirts and stuff and leave a spot, she'll jump up in there. Sometimes Gandalf will too. And then that sleeping area, and I got this upside down chair that I put blankets on and nailed them down, so it's like a hammock, and there's a spot underneath it. They love hanging out there too. They do have their own dishes, but most of the time they share. But Dixie really likes having her own dish. Yeah, the cats are great. They all have their own personalities, their own meows, their own little niches. Even outside cats do. But I love cats, always have. I love animals, always loved animals. No offense to people. I like you guys, but I've always loved animals more than people. I just, when I was younger, I was a lot more high strung and not in control of my emotions. I was quicker to act without thought. All the young, dumb shit. And I just didn't get along with people. I got along better with animals. But now, I'm chill. I still have that same guy in me I can pull out anytime I want. It's just not. Yeah, they're a lot more honest. Ron, you just missed Ding Dong. We were talking about him, and he started crying. He said, I'm leaving. You guys making fun of me? No, he didn't. We're fucking around. Nice to see you, Ron. No, I don't have a box of Ding Dongs. I have a box of cats. Yeah, cats are great, man. Yeah, good to see you. I see the likes only up to 22, Ron. That means you haven't hit it yet. So you got to turn that sucker to 23. You got to hit. Hold on a second here. This might look familiar. Oh, Susie, so better go up to 24 then. Yeah, see, I get all the good peeps in here. Jake was in here earlier, but I think he wanted to make some pizza or nachos or something, and then he went by his couch and said, fuck, that looks like a good place to lay down and eat this stuff. And we won't see him unless he says something for me being a smartass to mention his name, and then he'll pop up in chat. That's possible. Hey, let me show you what one of my subscribers sent me. And it came in this cool ass pouch. Okay, you'll get a pass this time, Ron. This See, Ron's always showing what subscribers send him. They send him silver. My subscriber sent me a 10th ounce of platinum. Yeah, it's hard to get it's a Australian Kubaran or something like that. Yeah, he also sent me a little stand for it, but I like this pouch a lot. And I don't want to lose the coin. But it also came with this stand. And you're supposed to put the coin like right here, but it's too easy to lose it. So I keep it in my brandy glass. Yeah, that one. JM said the right word. Yeah, glad you stopped by, Ron. I appreciate that. Nice show of support. Yep, and I've got I'd have to dig it out on I think it was on JM's channel. I showed the $2 Space Force thingies. Great thing I like about my house, I have all the windows open and I'm elevated from the street by about 8 foot, so I can hear a lot of shit. I just heard some people talking. Oh, dude, Salty. Dude, you and I are going to get along a lot better now. I used to play D&D with a gentleman, Dungeon Master. His name was, Mr. McKeon. He was a high school teacher at Pine Forest High School, but he helped, what was that guy's name who started out? Gary Gygax. He helped Gary Gygax write the first Dungeons and Dragons Dungeons Master's Guide. The first one. There's been like 20 since then because the game's evolved. But that's how long ago I used to play it. And we actually did a 72-hour tournament. There was like 6 of us with Mr. McKean as the DM. It was badass. It lasted 3 days straight. It was a bad adventure. I loved it. Yeah, the $2 space notes. Which cat do you want to see, Ron? I've shown. Oh, shit. Harley moved. Look at that. They all went outside. They're all in the other room right now, Ron. See, even here, Ron, they know Chris is Ding Dong Chris. Yeah, Gary Gygax. Mr. McKeon and him wrote together the first edition. Yeah, I can go grab one. Hold on a second. I will get Gandalf because Gandalf looks like your silver cat. Hold on a second. Come here, you sexy guy. Come here. Yeah, he's got you. Hold on. Let's put you in the pouch. Oh, he doesn't want to stay. Well, that was Gandalf. Come up here, big guy. Come on. Oh, Ginger. Here's Ginger. Boom. As soon as I put one in the list, give the signal for the lap. There's Ginger, Ron. Jin with the engine. See the red? Actually, it's right there. A little bit orange right here. Yeah, I'm touching yous. Yeah, it does. And Gandalf looks like your silver kitty. And then I got a black and white one, and Tabby, and a total black one. Not total black. He's got some white spots on his stomach. Yes, this one here is Miss Love Bunnies. You Miss Love Bunnies? Huh? She'll let me pick her up. She doesn't mind. Now she does. Well, they know they're on camera. They're going to make me look like an ass. Usually I do that shit to them all the time, and it's no big deal. You know, that'd be a question to ask Ninja Salty. I'm not too big on cryptos at all. Actually, not at all. Not into them at all. Although, if I ever were to have any extra money, to be honest, I would buy XLM because I know they signed a contract about 2 years ago with the Treasury Department to help the Treasury Department make FedCoin, and which is already out. So I guess XLM should have already jumped, and it hasn't. So I guess that would have been a bad investment. So that's a good thing I didn't invest in it. See you later, Ghost. Thank you for showing up, my friend. And I bet Nickel's not a crypto guy either. JM Unleashed seems to be a crypto guy. Yeah, JM, you're the crypto expert in chat tonight. Believe it or not, I was a moderator for a crypto channel for about a year, and as I was researching it, that's how I got in the PM markets, because I started talking about silver too much and I was upsetting people, so they kicked me out. Hey, that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to research for yourself. You're supposed to throw stuff out there. That's the best way to do it, JM. The absolute best way. And you informed everyone for doing it that way. So kudos, brother. Ooh, speaking of, I bet I have something none of you guys have. Matter of fact, I know I have something none of you guys have, because it's valueless. There's no value to it whatsoever. And I have a bunch of it. Does any of you guys know what that is? This is a bar, 1/4 ounce. Did I have it the right way? No, I didn't have it. I had it upside down for you guys. There we go. 1/4 ounce of iron. That's correct, JM Leash. I have like 100 of these, 1/4 and 1/2 ounce. I was like, that is just too badass. who collects iron? You know, who collects iron? And here it is, Neil. You can get a whole bunch of fucking bars of iron, 1/2 ounce and 1/4 ounce iron for free. I said, bring it on. I'll take them. And I got them. As Salty Monkey said, yeah, the FV gives it away. You guys have any of that stuff? Anyone else have stack iron? Taking precious metal stacking to a different level. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you guys want to stack them. What you do is you go to a tire store that sells used tires and replaces them. Most cities have them. If you just look in the parking lot, you'll find yourself 1/2 ounce and 1/4 ounce lead blocks laying around. I don't know why they're so prevalent, but that's where I found them all. And I actually told the guys as I was getting my tire changed that I collect the shit. And he came out and he brought me 30 of them that were brand new. There you go, Salty Monkey. You know, material is material. You know, I have shit. Where's it at? It's out in the shed. I have when we weld, the welding lead gets too hot. You have the end of the welding lead that plugs in to your stinger, which is the rod that you hold. And if that gets too hot, you clip 2 to 3 inches back. So you have about 6 inches of copper wire, about that thick. 6 inches. I got like 30 of those. Oh, JM said the right word. What's up, Wealth of Nations? Glad you made it in. Why is the like button not going above 22? In case anyone forgot. Oh, you see 25? I only see 24. Okay, so that's the 3. Cool. Okay. My computer's slow. Yeah, it's the most I've ever had on a live stream, guys, and it only took me 2.5 hours to get there. I am impressed. Ron, you're doing good. I think Ron already left. I only have 8 people in here, which is also pretty damn good. On Friday night. AG47, what's up? Hot damn. I have a lot of people in here now. Any day you buy some silver, some platinum is a great day, Wealth of Nations. You've increased your opportunity to preserve your wealth. Now, if you've just bought enough to preserve it long enough, that's the question. And that's why they always say this one's going to be the winner will be he who loses the least, would be the one who's prepared the most. Yeah, I don't have a bell to ring with the nose, bro. I don't have a bell at all. I could turn on my alarm clock and it could go off, but I tell you what, I'll buy a bell and ring it with my nose if I ever get 100 people in here. That's funny. No, I don't expect that to happen. I actually don't want it to happen. I like with small group of people that I actually know who you people are. Who are you? Whom are you asking? AG47 for sparse stacking. Me? I don't know if what I'd be called is a stacker, because I actually I sell it if I need it. I'll sell my silver, and I just I buy it when I have extra money. I don't want to keep the money in the bank, and I always tell people buy silver and platinum to be your own bank. Well, I practice what I preach, and then when I become unemployed, if my unemployment runs out, I start using my silver until I get another job as a union iron worker. Eventually I'll get another job, and then I'll get back on top of payments. I'll buy some more silver, back the truck up, get as much as possible. That's why I don't care about price, because I don't use it for stacking. If the price goes up, great. I use it as a preservation of wealth and to keep my money out of the bank and not keep fucking dollar bills floating around the house. Because most people don't know what silver is. If they were to break in, so they'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? But they know what dollar bills are. So, and then as I need it, like just today, I sold 10 ounces so I could get $230. Last me till next Friday. And then when I get a job the following Monday, I'll get paid. I'll buy 10 ounces back, and restack my turnaround account of Neil's Bank, I've been doing that for about 3 years. Yeah, since the pandemic, actually. Right on. So, nickel. So what you're saying is if I had a 1 ounce coin, 999 pure copper, I could get $350 for it. Oh, okay. Not worth selling. That would be like fucking 35 cents an ounce, something like that. But back then, gold was what, like 1,100, 1,200 an ounce. Yeah, I bought lots of random copper rounds and bars. I actually have some right here. Yeah. Along with more job certifications. Boom and aerial lift equipment operator. What's this one? Fall protection trainer. Those all get you work. And then this is the copper bars. Let me move my head in the way here. I got tons of copper bars. Some more copper bars. What's this shit here? Oh, here's. I got more copper bars here. And then I got this one. This is badass. Can you read that? Read it backwards up under where my index finger is. And yes, that is a gas mask. And it is 2020. Is that upside right? No, that's upside right. Yep, nickel. That's what it is. It's that coin. They actually minted this coin with the gas mask on it, the wings, that right there. Ain't that cool? Yeah. Oh, sweet, nickel. Hey, you're one I can pick up. Come here, you. Here's one I can pick up. This guy here doesn't mind. He doesn't mind being held like a little baby. This is Harley, aka Trouble. What's up, Trouble? He said, I'm getting my chin scratched. Leave me the fuck alone. Oh, I'm getting my neck scratched. He's just letting his head roll back. He's like, okay, I'll give you 5 days to stop. Okay, I stop. What's she gonna do now? You gonna look at the camera and say, I'm in kitty heaven. You just scratched me all kinds of cool, like, I'm in kitty heaven. I'm in kitty heaven. Yeah, for real. No, I think Ron left. I've lost a lot of people. And his eyes closed. He's like, oh, Daddy, I'm loving this. I'm loving this, Daddy. Oh, I'm upside down. I'm upside down in chat. Look at his paws. Look at this thing. He's kneading the air. Okay, I'm going to put you back down, okay, sexy? Get off of me. Get off of me. And he did. He went straight back to that red chair I showed y'all. That's where he sleeps. Or between my legs, one of the two. It varies throughout the night. I actually have some more copper here, I think, right off the top of my head. Nope. I'd have to go dig it up. I got tons when I bought the copper. I bought 20 at a time to where you get them in the 20 rolls. And each of them were like that fluke coin I just showed you. The artwork, art is, yeah. The artwork is awesome on those copper coins, dude. It's awesome. That's why I bought them. AG47, excuse me. Excuse me, the Beto D said that. My bad. All right, let me go get a couple more. I'll show you a couple more. I got my mobile safe. I'm just going to dig in here and see which ones I grade out. Let's see which ones are these ones. These are bars. Oh, this is just the regular. Oh, that is cool, though. That's one of the bars. Oh, here's the rounds. Let's see what this. See the rounds come in that stuff. Oh, this is a. Hey, this is. Speaking of Bitcoin. Isn't that some kick-ass artwork on the inside? How they do all that small shit. And then on the back side. Oh, I got it upside down. Sorry. I mean, those coins are some badass artwork on these coins. Here's another round. Oh, here's the Ovid. I think you guys have already seen these ones. No, these are cool. These are real cool. These ones I love. Of course, this side here is just like normal. But then, that's what I like about it. And they were selling this crap in 2020. That is the virus itself. But again, look at the artwork and the detail. It's freaking awesome. And then I have one coin. It says that copper is the best thing for the Ovid because it kills bacteria and virus. And the coin says that as they're telling us to wear masks and all this other shit. Here they are selling a coin and telling us how it really is. Here's another rounds. AG47, you're going to be so disappointed at my answer to that. I don't think I will answer you because I think that's what's going to happen. What you got to understand is politics. And when people say Buffalo Head nickel, that's a Buffalo Head nickel. But politics, they all are going to have to agree. And if you watch my videos, you will see that China just turned out a map of what they want their new country lines to be, or what their new country lines will be, according to them. And they pissed off everybody, including India, because China, in their new map, consumed part of India's sovereign property as part of China for their convenience. And they're supposed to be buddy friends. While India is buying 31 Predator drones and putting them in the northwest of India and building up 80,000 soldiers to combat the 200,000 soldiers the Chinese have sent up there and 2 air bases they've built, all for a supposed war that's not going to happen because BRICS is all kumbaya. Ooh, they're kumbaya. They love each other. My ass. Those motherfuckers are fixing to go to war, and no one's talking about that. But hey, until it happens, who gives a fuck, right? You heard it here first in Neil Song Dynasty. I've given you all the reports for the past year of how India and China have been already physically shooting at each other at PL-17 border, the same area there. They're building up all these troops. And oh, by the way, India is also drilling a hole through one of those mountains so they can get their troops to that future war zone in 30 minutes rather than 4 hours. Why the fuck would they do that if they're not going to war? But hey, you know, as long as mainstream media and all these people believe what they want to believe, no, China and India are best friends. BRICS is going to take off. They're going to have a brand new money back currency tomorrow at 2 o'clock. All 11 countries that hate each other are all going to agree to everything. Everything. They're going to give up their economic sovereignty to whomever's going to control BRICS, and they're going to follow them willingly with all of their monies. And if that sounds asinine, that's BRICS. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, it was a little bit expensive, Beto. I'd love to sell that Bitcoin around for 20,000 JM. Yeah, it's Ding Dong Day. You know, someone actually sent fucking CoinShop Chris 3 boxes of Ding Dongs. That was funny as shit. Nickel stacking. I think that's why they're not chumming with them, because China knows that Trump's coming back, and India is buddies with Trump, and China hates Trump, so they can't be together, and that fucks up BRICS too. And here's another thing, and I said this on my live. I've done videos on it showing evidence of the IMF and the central banks telling India what they need to do to be a world reserve currency, not world reserve, but a reserve currency. And they've all stated International Monetary Fund, International Banking Association, central bank administrations, all these places have been telling Indian people, the Indian government, the Indian Treasury, how to become a reserve currency is you need more physical bills. You know, there's things that are going to be going away in a couple of years, according to everyone else, because they want to believe gold's going to be something. They do bullshit. When the central freaking bank is telling a country how to become a reserve currency, and they need more physical bills out there. Bills ain't going anywhere for a good 50 years, people. Get real. Okay? I mean, damn, people say some of the stupidest shit in these chats. I'm sorry. I really got to hold it together sometimes as a moderator. Some of these chats and hearing some of these people and their thought processes of what the fuck they just wrote down. And it's like, really? Is that what you believe is going to happen? You like totally discount half of the fucking reality to come up with your conclusion. But let's go ahead and discount half of reality. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here's something people need to think about. What India does when oil tankers from the Middle East, China messes with. Oh yeah, Wealth of Nations. Actually, for you people that don't know about this, China declared war on India back in 1962 and got their asses handed to them by the Indian nation. But you know, let's not talk about their chummy now. They're best friends. Yeah, the end of the world is just the beginning. That is 100% true. You know, Salty, that is 100% correct. That's why I keep going back to the Kurd River Dam when I make some statements, because, and this goes to BRICS, you know, because Ethiopia and Egypt are both in BRICS now. And the Kurd River Dam has been a problem for Egypt because Ethiopia is not letting them have as much water as they need to keep their economy going. So they're threatening war with each other. but they're going to be Al Kumbaya too. But Egypt's also, people are or not Egypt. I have found that countries are doing big infrastructure projects without World Bank money, but they're doing it on their own accord off of their own people's money and not beholden to any central banks for interest rates or anything like that, seem to be discounted in world news and in economic principles that are being placed in front of us. The realities of it is the Gerd River Dam is a privately funded by the Ethiopian people dam that is going to be providing power to half of the South African, or this half of the southern half of the African continent in about 3 years, which is going to mean they're going to be a moneymaker. They are going to be a wealthy nation. They're going to be a growing nation, and they are a landlocked nation other than the river. Egypt's building a river. They're using IMF money, so I didn't want to mention them. But Ethiopia is doing this without any IMF or central bank money. Afghanistan is in the same boat. They are building a river through the center of their country. They are using no engineers, no IMF money, no central bank money, no loans. They're using their own people's money. And they're going to be building they are currently now building a river. And by 2028, it is very, very possible within a year or two of that number, that's their number, they're going to be a major wheat exporter to the world. And guess who's not going to have any control over them? The people that have control over the food now, the central banks, the big businesses. They're not going to have control over the food when it comes, because if Afghanistan, through their self-funded river project, which I've checked into, they don't need no help. They're doing damn good, actually. Salty Monkey, if you want to check it out and check out their engineering principles and practices that they're using, I think you'll be impressed as well. But when they finish, they're going to be exporting wheat to the world, food to the world, and no central bank behind them. And when Ethiopia is providing power to this half of South Africans, half of the continent of Africa's South African half, no one's going to make no money off that except for that country of Ethiopia. Same with Afghanistan. So there are countries out there that are making strides to break out of central bank control and the digital currency, one world nation shit, but we're not hearing about it because it's not part of the narrative that needs to be sold to us for them to maintain power over us. And they have to be, those countries like Afghanistan and Ethiopia have to be punished for not taking money from the central banks to where they can control the asset being built, kind of like what China does on their One Belt Road Initiative. Oh yeah, we'll build you the hydropower dam. Yeah, we'll build you the deep water port, but you're going to do what the fuck we say. So you're now our slave. Whoa, that works in Africa, doesn't it? No, but no one thinks of that. But the country that you move into with all your money, it's all good at first because you got jobs. But then when they start saying, hold on, what do you mean? We don't have control, that we are now your slaves. It doesn't really play out well long term. So China's fucked. Not to mention that the Northern Passage is going to be open within 5 years, and Russia's going to be the king of money because of it. Because every ship in the world that has anything to do with shipping is going to go through the Northern Passage because it's going to be 30 to 40% cheaper. Why wouldn't they? Especially with the fucking Panama Canal drying up and having to do half fucking loads and all this other crazy shit. But anyhow, that's for another live stream. Salty Monkey, I take it you're into geopolitics? And JM Unleashed, yes, that's what I'm saying. Afghanistan and Ethiopia have already evicted the world central banks for their mega projects for their countries' evolution into a brighter future for themselves, from a third world country to a second, maybe even a first world country. And the central banks have nothing to do with it. They're pissed, so they're starting shit. I'm not thinking it's going to be the Somalis that's going to do it. I'm thinking they're using South Sudan, and there's already internal conflict between the tribes down in the South Sudan region within 15 kilometers of the Gerd Dam. And I've been keeping a close eye on that because that's the best chance of a spare missile going the wrong way and blowing the fuck out of that a piece of that dam. Phoenix. I'm trying to think now what countries would have the balls that are actually being controlled. The other countries that are being controlled by, or I guess colony countries in Africa, are actually like the Ivory Coast or Ghana. They're actually doing economically well. So there's no reason for the people to do anything. Niger, we hear you, Gandalf. Niger was being raped by France for their uranium, and they weren't doing anything for the people, unlike in the other colonies that they have. See Gandalf over there? You can't see Gandalf. He sees a girlfriend outside or something. That's why he's meowing. But yeah, you know, you got to look again at the geopolitical situation. If they're being treated well again, like you know, even Liberia is doing okay. Ivory Coast, Ghana, you know, they're all doing okay. They're not financially hurting. So my answer to that, Phoenix, would be it depends on how far along this economic bullshit goes and how many more countries hurt more. The more they start hurting, the more you're going to see rebellion against the colonial leaders, because they obviously would be feeling at the time that there wasn't enough investment in the actual people for the resource being taken from that country. But then again, that country has to have a resource being taken from it. A lot of these countries, they got some, but not a lot of. No, that's not going to happen, Salty, because if that happens, they're going to lose what little political stance they still have left in the area. Because if they do that, then the other. See, this is the problem with Africa. People try and treat it, and this is why Western doesn't. They don't have control. The Western thought process doesn't have control. They're tribal. That's totally different, and they've got a history of tribal conference or differences and everything else. Not just differences, but every part of a different, you know. And those tribal lines go beyond borders. So you could have an area of Niger that's in Niger, but is more closely related to the Nigerian thought process, because you know the Nigerian tribe is more in that area than the Niger people's tribes. So now you have a country that has two different tribes, and this is very frequent, probably even three in some cases. And that's the problem. I know that's the problem. That's why Sudan and South Sudan broke apart. And also why a problem South Sudan is having with itself is tribal issues between two tribes. And there are cultural differences between those two tribes and the history of differences between those tribes. So there's a lot going on down there that you have to look at differently than, just a typical get the white guy out because he's raping us scenario. Because once you see weakness in your enemy, well, he's your enemy, even though you're in the same country, but he's a different tribe. So you'll take advantage of that. And that actually screws the country. And it does that because they look at things tribally, not country. And yet business works by the country, not by the tribe. So they still got to overcome that intellectual difference. And the ones that do that will succeed. The ones that don't will fail. Exactly. The Zulu tribe is a big tribe, and it spans several countries in Africa. Yes, it does. But I didn't want to use them as an example, but that's the main one. And that's why I learned a little bit of Swahili when I was going to go to Africa, because that's the most native spoken language in Africa, and I believe it's a Zulu derived language, but I'm not 100% sure on that. The best thing, Salty, that the European countries do right now is they should let China go in there and develop the fuck out of them. Because the Africans, I mean, I don't care what the people say that you hear, you talk, whatever. If you do your own damn research and you get to know some people that have been down there, and then you actually meet some people that have lived there that come over here, you will find out what I'm going to say is absolutely true. Most Africans hate the fucking Chinese. They come in and destroy for the same reason Niger's kicking France out. Several countries have already kicked China out because they'll go in and do arsenic gold mining and not give a fuck about the environment as long as they get the gold. Countries don't like that shit. And that's what China brings to Africa. But that's not going to make the 9 o'clock news. But I'll just let you know. And also, I believe about a year and a half ago, I did a video of in China. Somehow this video got out of a whole bunch of Africans went to some meeting, and they come back to go to their houses, and they're in their native garb, and the cops are outside their houses and keep with batons and keep marching forward till they push these Africans out of the Chinese town that they lived in, and those Africans had to leave everything they owned and got sent home. But that didn't make 9 o'clock news, because what you find out is China hates Africans. Western thought process, we think, oh, China's moving in. That must mean Africa loves them. That means they're all kumbaya. See how all this bullshit's got to be sold by us thinking everything's kumbaya with people that supposedly hate us to death. But they love everybody else because it's only us they hate. I mean, you got to put so much on people for that fucking thought process to even be close to right. It's just such an thought out thought process when people say some stupid shit. Yes, the tribes will get set. But see, the thing is, Salty Monkey, when the tribes get set against each other, the countries will also get set against each other because the tribal boundaries expand past country borders. And that is the problem with Africa. So now, if there's a tribal breakout in Niger, you're going to have 2 other countries where there's going to be war just because of that one, because the tribal lines extend into those other countries, maybe even 3. It might turn into a 3 or 4 country war because of the tribal lines. And now things all of a sudden got out of hand fast, like a burning fire. China. My take on China is too many people put too much on China. If you think the supply chain hurt America, America imports 20% of the world's goods. China imports 50% of the world's goods. So if we're hurting at 20% of importing world goods and the supply chain hurt us, well, China does 2.5 times imports. So that means they're hurting 2.5 times. But yet the news says they're all rosy, chummy, and good because they're in BRICS and they got a new currency. And China is not going to be around. CCP is going to be gone within 3 to 5 years. You're not even going to, it's going to break. Why do you think? Han Dynasty. It's kind of a joke, but I'd like to go visit the Han Dynasty in a couple of years. And I think that they'll have their own country in China, separate from the Tang Dynasty. Because you know what NTD News stands for? Has any of you heard of NTD News on YouTube? NTD News out of China. New Tang Dynasty is what it stands for. So they've already got it figured out what the fuck's going to happen in China. The Chinese do, the Chinese Americans do. It's just we Western Americans haven't put it together yet because financially it doesn't met our prerequisites for our thought pattern and our financial futures and us wanting to feel like gold's going to go up and this, that, and the other. And you don't do any research on, well, how do they feel? You just put on them how they feel because you're American, and that's why people hate us. Yeah, I might check him up. I'm not going to make any promises because I know what's happening in China, and as far as on the chats that I'm on, everyone thinks I'm a whack because they don't believe me. But you know. So I'm not looking to add any channels except for you guys' channels who do channels here. I will support you guys and I will do. Yep. And it's not going to work because another thing you don't hear about China, and this is funny, very funny, humorous. I'm going to laugh. What about their insurrection? Didn't I just say that they're twice, 2.5 times further out the limb than we are from the trunk of the tree? Because they imported 2.5 times more than us. So the supply chain, their economy, 2.5 times as bad as ours. Hold on, wait. What are ninja loans? Didn't I say I did a video last year about Chinese banks, central banks taking watermelons, physical watermelons, as down payments on condos? Is that not worse than a ninja loan? Oh, it is. Okay. That was a year ago. They foreclosed on 220 million households last year. Wow, their economy's doing great because they're all kumbaya. They're in BRICS. They got a gold-backed currency because we want to believe it because we want gold to go up. Okay. No, gold will go up. And China will fall. CCP China. I have nothing against Chinese people or their culture. I was actually big. One reason in 1996 why I came out here as a union iron worker from the East Coast is I said, boom, all the fucking kung fu masters that I can get my hands on as a Kwai Lo are in San Francisco. So if I can go there and work, make money, and live, and then in my spare time go fucking train with those bastards, that's where I need to be. So I came out here, and for 10 years, I did exactly that. Then, like everything, I got good at it, and I left it. I was like, fuck it, I can't advance any further. See ya, I'm gone. Try something new. But that's why I came out here. I love the culture, and there's so much more I wanted to learn, but I'm white, so. But that's not racist. They can hate me all the fuck they want because of the color of my skin. I just can't hate them, because that's illegal. And I can pay them for teaching me shit too, but they won't teach me everything because of the color of my skin. But that's legal to hate me like that in America, Fucking dumbasses running this country. Whoever changed the word racism is a fucking moron. That's why I say vote for me for president. I'll put common back in sense, and we might get some common sense. Oh, it looks like I lost everything. All right, well, fuck this shit, man. I'm on the 3rd hour. Salty. Always good to talk to you. You do have my phone number. So if after work you want to chit chat or go over to the, well, fuck, you got a bar on Muir Island too. Or the ferry terminal. They got a little bar there. I'll drink Coke. I don't drink alcohol. But we can chit chat. But I'm going to sign out. It's been about 3 hours, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate the time. I appreciate you allowing me to vent and give my opinion and point of view on how I see things. And I hope that it's enlightening to y'all in a way that you guys look at things in a more different manner than you do now. Not better, not right, just different, more enlightened, a different type of enlightening. So you make better decisions, more enlightened decisions for yourself. And always be kind, helpful, and grateful, because it is better than being a jerk. Jerks get their teeth knocked out. See, I've been a jerk. I know it hurts. So be kind, helpful, grateful. Buy some silver, buy some platinum. And yeah, like, share, subscribe. Peace out, guys. Boom, shakalaka, baby. I got to do this to see that. Boom, and then see that.